Hi, this is Shannon. This is Cycle 1, Week 10, tin whistle. I wanted to make a few videos just solely focusing on the tin whistle because we do the tin whistle for fine arts starting with week 7 and going through week 12. I wanted to talk about just my plans with that and some activities I have that you can use for that. If you are new to my channel, I am a homeschooling mom of 3 little ones, 5, 3, and 1. And we do classical homeschooling, and I get to tutor the abecedarian. So they're the younger kids, so the 4 through 6-year-olds. So these ideas have them in mind, but you can definitely adjust them if you have older kids. We study the tin whistle in all 3 cycles. So cycle 1, cycle 2, and cycle 3, and do the same thing. So you can definitely apply any of the things I talk about in this video to cycle 2 and cycle 3 as well. To start out this week, I want to review the types of notes we talked about. So remember, I showed this visual last week where we have a whole note, 2 half notes, 4 quarter notes, and then we talked about the eighth notes above that. So I'll bring this out again and just remind them. A whole note we hold for 4 beats, ta. Half notes we hold for ta, ta, so 2 beats each, and then quarter notes, ta, 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 for 1 beat each, and then eighth notes will go T, 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 T. So we'll review that. We'll also review staff. So I made these staff cards. I showed these in my last video. You can download these for free. They're just little cards with the staff on it that talk about how many lines and spaces you have. You could easily just draw this on your tutor board too. But we're going to sing the song and we're going to review dynamics. So I'm going to say, okay, we're going to sing the staff song, the spaces song first. But I want you guys to do it piano, so quietly. So we're going to sing. There is a staff that has 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. And on those spaces we put the notes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's count them one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then you can say, okay, now we're going to sing the line song, but I want you to sing it fortissimo, so really loud. So there is a staff that has 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on those lines you put the notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count them one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that way you can review dynamics, you can review staff, all those good things. All right, then I'm going to have this written on my tutor board or on a whiteboard with no notes yet, but I'm going to talk to them about, okay, if I drew a whole note here, remember how many beats a whole note has? Remember it goes ta, 4 beats. And this is in 4/4 time, which means I can only have 4 beats in a measure. So can I add any more notes there? No. So that one's taken up. Then I'm going to add some half notes in my next measure. How many beats is a half note held for? 2. Remember, ta, ta. So if I add 1 half note, that would be 2 beats. I can only have 4 beats in a measure. So how many more half notes can I add? 1 more. So I'm going to just draw these one at a time as I walk through it with them. Then we're going to go to quarter notes and we'll talk about how we can have 4 and then the measures used up. And then we have eighth notes and we can have 8 in there. So then after I go over that with them on the board, they're watching, then I'm going to give them the same handout, but I'm going to give them these little smiley face stickers. I'm going to have them put a smiley face sticker for each note, just like I did on the board, but they're just going to use little stickers for their notes, and then I'm going to encourage them to draw the lines up from each of their notes so they can have a little diagram of how many quarter notes we can put in a measure, how many half notes we can put in a measure if each measure has 4 beats. Then I'm going to let them get their tin whistle out, and we're going to talk about how we put our left hand on top, so you can put a piece of tape on their left hand if that helps them to remember. And we're going to practice following the conductor again. So I'll say 1, 2, ready, play, and let them put their mouth on the tin whistle. And we're going to practice trying to blow for a whole note. So what I would encourage this time is maybe just putting one finger on the top hole and just trying to blow for the whole 4 beats. So say 1, 2, ready, play. See if they can blow for 4 beats. And then we can try to blow it for just 2 beats, a half note. So, and then maybe just 1 beat for a quarter note. And then an 1/8 note. TT. So you can have them play around with that a little bit. So that is what we're going to do for week 10 rhythm. Again, I made this whole booklet of 10 whistle activities and lesson plans for each week. I would definitely recommend going to your foundations guide first. This is where you should start. It has what you should do each week and lots of good information in here. But if you want some more, I just kind of wrote out how I would teach each week for the 10 whistle. And so I wanted to share with you if it's helpful. You can find out in the description below how to download this for free. And this includes the rhythm sheet I showed and the other things I referred to. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for week 11 and week 12.